It's great to be back. What up, everyone? It's me, Jaden. Welcome back to another video by my own channel, by my own name. And we have talked about every step of the stars. We have talked about Dame. We have talked about Ben, Jamal, Kawhi, even the Los Angeles Lakers. How they're gonna play. The data started. Just talked about a man that we been talking about a lot of drama almost for 2 years now. There been a lot of drama going on for a long time. And we're gonna start with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons made his return. Ben Simmons, Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Kawhi Leonard, Jamal Murray, and Dame Dollar all made their returns yesterday versus everybody. So Jamal Murray played against OKC in his return. Ben played against an old team in Philly and made his return. He played in Barclays Center for the first time. And the Leonard and Dame both made their return versus each other. But let's start with Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons played with Tyree and Kevin Durant for the first time in his career. He played with two stars like that, and he was pretty good. He wasn't bad. He had 6 points, 5 rebounds, had about I think 4 assists. He had 2 steals. He did miss 2 free throws, but other than that, he was pretty good. He didn't look bad, and that's the type of number we're gonna see him on all year. Let me say that one more time, just to make myself twist. I didn't say it right the first time. He did not look very terrible, but those are not the numbers we are gonna see him do the entire year. When the season starts, he's gonna be a man you do not want to guard. Once that NBA level starts for the Brooklyn Nets, Ben Simmons is gonna be a force. He's gonna be a working with stop player. He's gonna go out there and put up 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds per every game. He done did 5 steals. He done did like 1 block a game. He done go out there and put up no number like he did in Philly in his first few years. Kevin Durant, 30 points. Tyree, 30. Them two done did their 30 piece. If you add it up and if Tatum did 40, like Tyree and Tatum, the table did 40, the table did 50, Ben the table did 20 and 25. If you add all that up, they're probably over 120 points to score every single game. If you add that up, along with their amazing talent, that is over 120 points a game. Just with them 3 guys. Because we know the table putting up so many numbers. So, there you go. Well, I just said Ben did not look bad. We'll see if the Brooklyn Nets are going to bounce back and make a run to get that championship. Nets, Jamal Murray made his return. He was the same Jamal Murray we saw him in the playoff back in 2020. The way he played, had 12 points. He had, he had 2 threes. I don't know. I know he had at least did many 3-pointers. I know he had that off the edge layup at the buzzer at halftime. And I saw him doing his sidestep and splash 3 that we saw him do back in 2020. But he looked like the same Jamal Murray we saw back in 2020 in the playoffs, back in the bubble. Those Jamal Murray. And Michael Porter Jr. was healthy too. He was like the same Michael Porter Jr. we saw back in 2021 when Jamal Murray was not there at the end of the year, along with the first part of the year before he got injured last year. So yeah, Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray look like the same exact players that we know they can take off a beam. Finally, Kawhi Leonard and Dame Dollar both made their returns. And Kawhi Leonard had 11 points. His very first shot with the 3-pointer. He had the very first shot of the basketball game. This game was played in Seattle. I already know how many points Dame had, but I saw some play where he was pretty good. He had a layup, had some 3. He did his sidestep and splash. So he was pretty good. All these stars are coming back, and they were looking pretty good. Finally, the Los Angeles Lakers. When I talked about them, they are going to be the story of the year. Anthony Davis, 10, he plays 65. the 70 games. If Anthony Davis do not play to the minimum of 65 games or more, then the Lakers and Russell Westbrook do not bounce back and be the Russell Westbrook that we know he can be back in OKC. If them two do not taper of being the player they can be and being healthy, they are not going to have a chance to win. They might not even get to the playing tournament like they did last year. Like Russ was terrible. LeBron had to do everything, but he missed some games. AD was injured 2 times in a row. So if them guys can taper of being healthy and doing what they can do, then they're not gonna have a chance to be a super team. They just can't. If they can be capable of playing the way they can play, then they're not gonna be a super team. But they were supposed to be going to the finals last year, but they didn't even see the potential of making to the. They didn't even make the playing tournament. And the Brooklyn Nets were tapered into the finals, and they were the 7th seed, and they got knocked out of the first round in the sweep. So the team has something to prove. The Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers have something to prove. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do the video thumbs up. And all the video we're going to have for you today. And also, the NFL have been fun with fun. I can't wait at the season go dawn. Night, night. It's great to be back and talking about basketball. Here we come. Basketball is on the line.